लोहे सा अखंड बनाया भारत। आजादी की नींव पर खड़ी हुई ये भव्य इमारत। तभी आजादी ने कहा, मैं मंजिल नहीं, राह हूं, अभी तो मैं शुरुआत हूं। आधुनिक भारत के शिल्पियों ने दिशा दिखाई। उनके एक एक कदम के साथ देश ने एक छलांग लगाई। सपेरों का देश जिसे कहते थे, वही पहले प्रयास में मंगल तक पहुंचा। मेक इन इंडिया, इन 3 शब्दों ने दुनिया में हमारा नाम किया ऊंचा। आज हर घर में बिजली है, हर हाथ में मोबाइल फोन है, हर जेब में डिजिटल पहचान, हर खाते में डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट, हर रसोई में स्वच्छ ईंधन और हर आवास में इज्जत घर है। स्वच्छता और योग नए भारत के संस्कार हैं। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, पूरा विश्व हमारा परिवार है। अंग्रेज कहकर गए थे, हमारे जाने के बाद देश तुम्हारा बिखर जाएगा। नहीं सोचा था उन्होंने कि भारत विश्व के सबसे विशाल लोकतंत्र के रूप में निखर जाएगा। आज भारत एक है, अखंड है और सबसे तेजी से आगे बढ़ती अर्थव्यवस्था है। आत्मनिर्भर भारत, आत्मनिर्भर भारत।
आत्मनिर्भर भारत ये एक प्रकार से शब्द नहीं, ये आज 130 करोड़ देशवासियों के लिए मंत्र बन गया है।
आइए मनाते हैं स्वतंत्रता, एकता, विकास और लोकतंत्र के 75 साल। 2022 में भारत अपनी आजादी के 75 साल पूरे करेगा। आइए इस महापर्व की तैयारी में जुट जाते हैं। भारत 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 भारत, आइए बनाते हैं आत्मनिर्भर भारत। आइए मनाते हैं भारत की आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, good morning. Sorry. So now we'll be having the finals for the photo contest for India at 75. It's held by the Department of Arts and Culture in collaboration with Meghalaya Modern United Nations. Now let's go through the judging process. So the judging process will be based on composition, clarity, creativity, your title and description, the inspirational power of your photographs, the aesthetic of the photo or photo story, the adherence to the competition theme, appeal to a broad audience, as well as your concept. So each participant will have to introduce yourself. You will be given a chance to introduce yourself, to tell us where you took this photo, and to explain to us the significance of this photograph or photo story. I'll give you 2 minutes to think about these answers, and then we'll go on from there.
Very good morning again to all the participants. May I know why some of the participants are raising their hands? Can I get a reason? Meban, why is your hand raised?
Mistake, sir.
You drop it down. Krishanbor. Krishanbor Pala, any reason for raising your hand?
What is mistake?
What?
Sama again.
So, what are the significance
Yeah.
Of your photograph.
What are the significance?
Keliwet Fahad, keliwet.
Kau na.
Kahit ang gandang on What are the significance?
No, hapus ko juga.
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to request the honorable judges who joined here today, that is Mr. Soham Khan, to introduce himself. Mr. Soham, can you please introduce yourself? It'd be nice to all the participants to know about you and a little, if you could talk a little bit about yourself and your journey with photography, it'd be highly inspirational. Mr. Soham?
Yeah. Hello everyone. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So my name is Soham Khan. I'm a full-time photographer, a graphic designer, and a cinematographer. I am doing this photography for past 10 years now, and ever since I've worked with companies like Noise, Movie, and recently I've collaborated with Zomato for clicking food photography for them, and my photos have been published in newspapers like Times of India, Statesman. Apart from this,
Hello, Soham, are you still here? We just lost you.
I'll keep my unmute for now so that we can listen to.
Oh. I think so. Soham might have just lost his connection. Confirm with him. We're checking in on Soham. We also have all members. Again, I'm requesting all participants to turn on your video. It's highly important that you turn on your video because we can see. First of all, we can see each of you because this is scheduled live, and I believe all of you have good internet connection. So we'll wait for Mr. Soham to come in again. I don't know what happened to his internet. The team will just check on Soham and confirm what had happened to his internet connection.
yeah. Am
Oh,
I
yes,
audible?
Soham, you're back. Yeah, you're audible now.
Somehow it
Okay,
dropped.
go
I
ahead.
don't know. So I was telling, apart from everything, I used to do travel photography for companies like Tripoto Travels and MMP. Next month, I have been sponsored by MMT to spend the whole month in Leh Ladakh and create content for them. So yeah, that's all about me. Just still struggling, still trying to get some limelight, practicing every day about photography, teaching, and all that.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, Soham, for joining us. And Mr. Hami, I believe we can begin.
Yes, so we'll begin the judging process now. So everyone, please turn on your cameras, especially when when it's your turn to speak. So we'll be going forward firstly with the single photo entries first. Okay, the first entry is from Sonia Geraldine Karkumar from East Khasi Hills, and she studies in St. Anthony's College. So judges, also Sonia, you can speak on your photograph.
Yes, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As you know, my name is Sonia Geraldine Kharkumar, and I passed out from St. Anthony's College, but not from a mass media background, but a normal A background. And I'm staying in Lomshia, and I took this picture in Lightroom. It was afternoon, during the afternoon, and about to return home, but suddenly when I turned back, I saw this. I actually that time when I took this picture, I didn't have in my mind, I didn't really have that concept like for what, and I just took. But later when I got home and checked it, and I had this feeling that something like some sort was there behind this. So that is the reason like I give this picture. And but honestly, one thing I don't really know, like, is it proper for this like you give the theme, is it proper for the theme? But what was on my feeling like to give, then I just give this one.
Okay, that's great. I think it does
Yes.
adhere to the theme. So
And the significance, like I can say that it shows like after coming back from work, like all the people after work, they come home and suddenly like afternoon, no? Like even here in the middle, this small child, he came from work after a long heavy work, and that's all.
that's great. So judges, do you have any questions or queries about this photograph? Mr. Soham?
So I have one question. So do you know which composition rule is this photograph following?
Position rule, not really, sir.
Okay, so there is a rule called rule of odds. So this photograph is following the rule of odds concept. Okay, the composition is nice, everything is good. And one suggestion which I will give, don't put your watermark when you are submitting a photo for a competition. If you're posting it on Instagram or any social media platform, it's well and fine, go for it. But if you're putting it up on a competition, don't use your watermark. It looks really unprofessional because every competition has their own guidelines. They will keep your photographs completely up to you. They won't use it for future use, so you don't need to use a watermark in a competition. Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you.
Okay, we'll be moving on to the next contestant.
Maybe just that
Okay, okay.
should repeat.
Yes, sir.
Just give me 1 second. Let me go to the previous page.
Okay, so Mr. Mishwa has a question about the previous photo. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
So, Ms. Sonia,
Yes, sir.
what was, I heard a lot that you said about the inspiration between the photo. Is there a story behind this, or you just saw the picture and you took it?
Um, I when like I said, no, when I saw this, I didn't really have like the thing like the story, no. I just took. I like it. I like the way like the picture was, but so honestly, I didn't have. But after coming back at home, like I had something like it's kind of. Move like going back home, going back to their family after a work, after getting their wages and all, no? That's also.
Okay, Ms. Sonia, thank you so much. Anyone else? Ami, you have anything to ask? Mr. Adrian, do you have anything to ask from your end? Okay, nothing. Mr. Hamid, you can go to the next.
Okay, we'll be going on to the next contestant. So this photograph was taken by Mr. Arnav Zakaria from West Karo Hills, from Sherwood School, Tura, and it was taken with a smartphone camera. So Soham, do you have any questions? Or I mean, Mr. Arnav,
Yes, sir.
please explain your photograph, and then Mr. Soham will
Sure.
ask you some questions.
So I'm Arnav Bisangma from Sherwood School, Tura. I study in Sherwood School, Tura, and I took this picture and at my grandmother's house. She has this really nice terrace, which displays this really beautiful view, as you can see here. It was a quite rainy day, and I was out to take a couple pictures because I usually like the terrace to take pictures. And after the rain, I saw this really nice rainbow. It has a double ring, so it's a double ring rainbow, which is the first for me. I got all of the rainbow in one shot with my ultra wide lens. I thought it was a really nice picture because it displayed most of what the view is from my terrace, and it also had this really nice rainbow at the front of it, and it really shows how beautiful nature can be. And this was the first for me to see a rainbow this big and this beautiful.
Okay, it's a beautiful photo, and goes to show that you can take good photos with a smartphone as well. So, Mr. Soham, do you have any questions for the
Yeah.
judges as well?
So Arnav, how do you think this photo goes with the theme of the competition? First tell me this.
So this photo goes with the theme of the composition because it has it shows the beauty of India, and India isn't just all roadways and streetways and Taj Mahal and all the other tourist spots in India, but it also shows that it shows that there are beautiful spots which are in India that have not really put a name for themselves. Like people do not really know about these spots, but when you go there and really look at them and look at their beauty, they really seem to be really beautiful, and they can show you how good of a place India can be for just views in general.
Yeah. Right. One more thing, you click this with a wide angle lens, right?
Yes, sir.
So you processed it, or you just put up the raw photo only?
Yeah, it's the raw photo. I haven't done any editing or anything.
So see, I will suggest that next time when you click a photo on a like wide angle lens, if you're using Lightroom mobile, do the lens corrections, because you can see the lower right corner, there is a few distortion over there going over the like houses and the trees. They are a bit distorted. Okay, so use the lens correction option over there. It will make these things correct. It will make it straight. And apart from that, you have a lot of negative space in the photo. So I will tell you to crop a bit, like a bit from the top and a bit from the bottom line. So apart from that, composition is really good, the clarity is really good, and your explanation is to the point. Okay. So yeah, next to the other judges.
Thank you, sir.
Nothing from my end for this photo. Go ahead. The others have nothing.
For my part, I don't have any criticisms or questions, but it's a beautiful photo capturing the beauty of Meghalaya. So if the other judges don't have any more questions, I'll go forward to the next contestant. This next photograph is taken by Mr. H. Arundeep Singha from East Khasi Hills. And yeah, I'll give the floor to you, Mr. H.
Hello, yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you're
Hello?
audible. Yes,
Okay.
you're audible.
Okay, so yeah, as you have mentioned, my name is Arundeep Singha, and I'm currently pursuing my PhD from Northeastern Hill University, Shillong. And I have, prior to this, I have been involved with other wildlife researchers also. So bringing back to the theme, I have selected on inspiring Meghalaya, and how I plan to pursue my career in this particular field only, and how the state of Meghalaya has inspired me to pursue in my line of work. The photo was shot in Wakhin village while on a trek to that bamboo trekking place. I think you know it's in the Peninsula district, Peninsula subdivision of the East Khasi Hills. This place was shot while I was hiking from the village of Moringkhang, and so the place is popularly known as Moringkhang trekking. And as we know, it is one of the thrilling trekking place because of the height at which they had placed this bamboos bridges. Bringing to that, connecting how the theme is relevant with my photography is that it inspires me as a researcher to take on this particular field of study, and how the people of Meghalaya themselves are in return inspiring me, and at the same time saving their wildlife by planning to go with natural. I mean, they could have used other materials such as something more sturdy or something like a very hard material which will last for a long period of time. But then instead they have chosen to go something natural, something that will blend with the environment, and at the same time it will not disturb the wildlife which is present there. And just to mention you, I have seen some really amazing lots of butterflies in that particular area, which is a good indicator of that of the habitat. And at the same time, there were lots of varieties of birds also at the same time, which we can see that the place they are trying to build through ecotourism. So it's a win-win situation for both environment, that is, they are being conserved in a natural way as much as possible, and at the same time the people also are getting some economic benefits out of it by how they have not completely changed all. Another point I would like to draw here is that how Meghalaya is inspiring is that some of the states, they have chosen to go completely say man-made structures, while in Meghalaya we have still chosen to preserve our forests. We do have the famous sacred groves all over the place, and then lots of fish sanctuaries also are coming up, which is being conserved by the communities themselves only. So yeah, we have a lot to learn from Meghalaya itself only, in how the rest of India can take example from. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. So, do the judges have any comments?
Yeah. So Arundeep, it's a nice photo. So my question will be, do you know which composition rule is this photo following?
I did not use any specific composition, but then yeah, I try to maintain my big picture in the center. The subject of interest was placed on the center. That is on the light which is falling on the bridges. And at the same time, I try to place the attention completely on the bridges itself only. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Apart from that, this is also following a rule called leading lines, rule of leading lines. So
Leading lines on this.
yeah. So this is a really nice photo, but I personally feel this photo is having something missing. Okay. If there was a subject in between, anything was there, so the photo would have stand out a much more better than it's looking right now. Because the center, if you say the center is your main focus, so the center is blank really. You can see the darkness and just the light. So if you'd have like placed someone, your friend or anyone else to pose over here or just to stand or to sit, anything, it would have been much better. Okay,
Yeah.
that's from my side. Vishwa.
Thank you, Soham. As you said, it's a very beautiful photo showing how inspiring Meghalaya can be and tourism in the state. But yes, I can also feel that something is missing. I can also see that the photo is very blank and there's a very few story to it, even though the story of the sustainability of the bamboo bridge and many of these sustainable bridges in Meghalaya that are good. But and something that shows here as a story is missing for me. But it's a good photo overall, and the way the composition has been done, the lighting has been done, is overall good. But if something was there, it would have been more beautiful. Is that fine, Arundi? You could have made it better. It's good, but it could have been better.
Thank you.
Over to Hami or to anyone, to Agent, if there's any comments from there.
Okay, from my side, I think it's a beautiful photo. I think the composition is quite good as the leading lines are there. But as the other judges said, if there had been a subject in frame, it would have been an even more excellent photo. So now we'll be going over to the next participant. This photo was taken by Mr. Krishan Pala from East Khasi Hills. So I'll give the floor over to you, Mr. Krishan Pala.
Hello, good morning, sir. Hello.
Morning. Yes.
Hello. Can you hear?
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Can hear you.
Yes, this is Krishan Pala. Very much thank you. So I would tell you something. I'd like to tell about something. My photo. It was this place is called Mausawa Falls. It is located actually in Sora, East Khasi Hills district, and 10 minutes away from the Dainchen Falls. It was taken using the camera Sony A6000 using f7 stop and using with a ND10 filter. Where I shot it at 4 seconds using ISO 100. So hello. Hello.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
audible.
Can you hear?
Yes, go on.
Audible.
Can you
Yes,
hear?
yes, we can hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. So
Yes, yes, we
something
can
more
hear you clearly.
about the photo is that our Meghalaya region is rich in landscape, nature, and waterfalls. So my message through this photo is to all the amateur photographers is that to go outside, explore the beautiful of Meghalaya and explore the unexplored destination and keep our Meghalaya as a #1 tourist destination in the world. Thank you.
Over to the judges.
Yeah, so this photo is really beautiful. Everything is on point. I have one question. Do you use sky replacement over here?
I couldn't hear you, sir. Sorry.
Did you
Pardon
use
me.
sky replacement over here?
No. No. Actually, it's just I added a little bit of clouds because the sky was totally blue when the time I shot it. I edited in Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop filters.
Yeah. So there's a thing with the clouds. Okay, when you added the clouds, you should have reduced the opacity a bit because the clouds only is making the photograph looking artificial. Everything is on point. Everything. Okay.
Oh,
but the clouds are making this photo a
yes,
bit
sir.
artificial. So you would have used a different set of cloud
Oh,
PNG, or you would have like reduced the opacity. Got my point?
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think this photograph is quite well done. I like the, you probably used like a slower shutter speed. Am I correct?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, sure, sir. Slow shutter
good.
speed.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
I'll keep you informed with the mistakes. I will follow. I'll correct it. Thank you so much.
yes, no problem. So it's a beautiful photo, and apart from
Thank
the sky replacement, I think it's quite good. So if the other judges don't have any more questions, I'll move on. The next photo is taken by Mr. Bankit Parstan from West Jantia Hills. So I'm giving over the floor to you.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Good morning. Yes, you're audible.
Yes, this is Bankit Parstan. So this photo is taken in, I think this place is quite famous. It's taken in Phnom Penh. Actually, this is not a drone shot. It is a shot taken from the suspension bridge available in Phnom Penh. So this is not actually a plan where I plan to go to Phnom Penh for photographing its beauty. But this photo I was taken when I went out with my friends going for a shoot for a pre-wedding. So in the rush of time shooting the couples in the pre-wedding, I managed my maybe around 2 or 3 minutes only to take this photograph. So in my mind, I don't think it's quite a beautiful photo because it was a rush in that time. But when I reach home, I check out my files. I found this one which I found it's quite good. So I think it's good. So I process it and decide to post it in this contest. This is actually a boat flying on the water, not a. This is a water actually, not anything else. So that's all from my side.
Thank you, sir. Nice photograph. The composition is brilliant. I don't have any criticisms for the photo. It does look like a drone shot, but since it's not, it makes it better. So I'll hand it over to the judges.
Yeah. So first thing when I saw the photo, I was really confused. It was a drone shot or a camera shot. So I went down to the property and checked that it was a camera shot. So the composition is really great. Everything is fine, but I would suggest if to add some vignetting and gradient filters, okay, to draw the attention more towards the boat and the rock, which is your main subject. Got my point? Apart from this, everything is fine. So use a bit of vignetting and radiant filter or a gradient filter mask to draw the attention towards the boat.
Yes, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
We will be going over to the next contestant. So this photo was taken by Mr. Gabriel Lingdor Laplam from East Khasi Hills from St. Anthony's College, Shillong. So I'll give the floor over to you.
This is Gabriel Lingdor. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
When I took this picture, I wanted to show how COVID has affected us all. So I went to YouTube to find the shot that I was searching for, and I took this picture, which shows how even YouTube, which has always been filled with people, is now a quiet place. So that's all.
Thank you. So I'll hand it over to the judges.
Yeah. So again, I will say that your main focus is on the center and there is no subject. The whole frame looks very blank. Um, you should have waited a few minutes over there for a subject to pass by just to get the attention of the frame. Okay.
Okay.
This is a straight shot. In a straight shot, when you are in a like open alley or a lane, you have to wait for a subject to pass by or you have to put a subject. And moreover, this basket over here is distracting the eye of the viewer. Okay. So this is also not at all a good composition thing. So keep these things in mind when you're shooting a street in a like open road or empty. Always try to put up a subject or wait for a subject to pass by and click, and don't like keep a foreground like this basket. Okay, this is really distracting the eye. That's from my side. Over to Meshwa.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Soham. Thank you, Soham, for that. I'd say the same thing, but the story this picture is trying to tell me is very great because we were talking the COVID pandemic, and Yodo, or we call Bara Bazaar, is one of the largest markets in Northeast India. And the view that it's staying is the streets are empty in Yodo. Yes, no doubt, the subject would have been better. Maybe someone working would have been better out there, but I love the story that this picture is telling me. Yes, there's a distraction at the
Thank you,
basket,
sir.
but I really like the picture. But it could have been
Thank you,
much
sir.
better, as Soham had said. So over to Hamid.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so
Just a second. Just a second. I would like to add one more thing. When you are editing, just take out the blue parts because this photo is having too much blue lights or blue color in it, and it's not a good thing. Okay, like there is a like disrupting the balance of the colors. So
Yes.
try to desaturate the blue color a bit. That's one thing I will suggest you.
Thank you, sir.
okay, so moving forward with the next contestant. So this photo was taken by Mr. Miban Shanam Lingam.
No, sir.
So
Good morning,
please
sir.
speak. Good morning.
My name is Banchan Lam Moplang. I stay at Moplang. I took this picture on 30 April at Moplang Lakontang Secret Grove. Hello, sir. Sir.
Yes, we can hear
Hello,
you.
sir.
Hello,
I
hello.
took this picture on. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
yes,
sir.
can hear you.
I took this picture on
Yes, yes.
Moplang
Go
Secret
ahead.
Grove. I got the team on Inspiring Miklata, so that I want to say that this monolith and the Khasi culture that God and elderly had given to us, we should preserve them, and the Khasi culture will never fade away. I just want to remind that Khasi will have a rich of culture. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Yes, yes.
Of course, we should preserve them so that Khasi culture will never fade away. Hello, sir.
Yes, I can
Thank you,
hear you.
sir.
Okay. So I think it's a good photo. It has nice composition. It follows the rule of thirds. The background is nice and the foreground is nice. So I'll hand it over to the judges.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so yeah, this composition is really good. The story, I can see the story over here. That's also on point. Next thing is that I will suggest to take out this watermark, the date and time from like your phone settings. Okay, just turn it off. It doesn't look good when you're submitting a photo in a competition. It have a watermark like this.
Yes,
Next
sir.
thing is I will focus on editing part. See, the background is a bit more exposed than the foreground.
Yes,
So
sir.
just add a few brush, exposure brush or dodge over this main subjects, and just take down the highlights from the background. It will also bring out the rays of the sun which is coming out through the clouds. Okay, I can see the rays coming out. If you pull down the highlights, then the rays will be more visible,
Yes, sir.
and just make the foreground bit more brighter. Apart from that, if I go on the composition, clarity, part, storytelling, it's on point. I really
Yes,
love
sir.
the photo. Over to the other judges.
Okay, so and I really love the story that you bring, Mr. Meban. Could you just tell me more about what do you know about the monoliths that you're showing here? Can you tell me a little about the monoliths? Since you were talking about monoliths and Khasi culture, can you tell me a little more about the monoliths?
Monoliths is a Khasi culture that we should be preserved. That God present we should be preserved.
What is this? I
What, sir?
understand. What is the significance of monoliths in Khasi culture? What is the significance of monoliths in Khasi culture? What were they used as in earlier times?
They used as preserve the depths of the same, like to preserve the dead body of the same, or preserve like no,
Okay,
to preserve the
I'd,
Khasi.
I'd
What's that?
advise you to do some more research. I'd advise you to do some more research, and so
Yes,
that
sir.
you better know the significance of the Maubinna, or the monoliths we call them. Talking of the photos, it's really nice. The fact that I can see a story, I can see your subject being very
The
clear,
story is to
composition being
preserve
good. But
the
yes,
culture, sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
whereas this is
The
yeah, I can
story
hear
is
you. Okay, but
the story is to preserve the Khasi culture and the monolith that God has given to us. We should preserve for the next generation. We will see the monoliths and the Khasi culture.
thank you, Mr. Meban. That's
Okay,
fine
sir.
for me. Nice picture. Could have been better.
Very
Very
nice.
nice picture. Could have been better. Over to you, Sahar.
Thank you, Mr. Meban Shandam. So now I'll be going over to the next photo. So this photo was taken by Mr. Akish and Board from East Jantia Hills. I'll give the floor over to you. Okay, so I think Mr. Akish and Board, are you there? So I think he didn't join the meeting, so we'll be going over the next. So this photo was taken by Mr. Meban Shanbor Pingrok from East Khasi Hills. So I'll give the floor over to you. Hello, Mr. Meban Shanbor, are you there? I guess Mr. Meban Shanbor is not present in the meeting, so we'll go over to the next contestant. So this photo was taken by Mr. Alberto Lindor from West Casillas. So I'll give over the floor.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, my name is Arvisto Ningdolinkoy. I'm from Nongstoin, West Casil. So, this place, the name of this waterfall is Riat Dumran. So, it's situated in West Casil only, in Motion Road block. So, I clicked this photo. I'll share you a story. I love traveling, to travel local. So to explore our beauty of West Khasi Hill. So in Motion Road block, there are so many places, hidden waterfall, like hidden places where it's still hard to be discovered. So this is one of the waterfall that that I just went on 22nd of June this year only. So I love to chase waterfall. I've been to many many waterfall in especially in West Khasi Hill. So I took this photo on that day. Like I got that feeling of standing in front of nature, sharing this place with all to the world, that this place is present in our area, like in our local area, West Khasi Hill.
Okay, that's great. So I like your adventurous spirit.
Yes.
Now I'll hand it over to the judges.
Yeah. So the composition is good. I like the frame, okay. But again, I will say that try to edit the photo in a better way. You can edit the photo, like you can increase the brightness or the whites over here, because the water over here is a white color. If you increase the white, the waterfall will look like a stream of milk, let's say, which everyone, like we all the photographers try to do. Next is you can do a bit more dodging and burning on the, like this rocks over here. Again, your main attraction is the waterfall. So your foreground, the greens, are much more brighter than the main subject. So you need to add a radial filter or a like gradient filter down over here, the left bottom corner. It will draw your eye straight to the waterfall, which is your main attraction. Okay. So you have a very good idea about composition. I can see it, but focus a bit more on editing part also, because photography is not only composition, it's composition plus editing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the other judges don't have anything to say. I'll move over to the next entry. So this photo was taken by Mr. Adelbert Star Romno from East Khasi Hills from Shillong College. So I'll hand it over to you, Mr. Adelbert.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This photo was shot on Nan Upalok, which is popularly known as Watch Lake. I took this photo while I was walking around Watch Lake. And this photo, I didn't have a story behind it, but I just love the foreground, which is a goose, and the way the backgrounds, which is the bridge. That's all, sir. I didn't have.
Yep. So I like the photograph. I was wondering how you got this angle of the photo. Can you tell us how you got the angle?
I shot it near the ground, from that footpath, while they were bathing and all. enjoying the sunny day. I just got this goose attention. Then I thought about what if I take a photo of them bathing. Then I got this amazing photo, which
Sir, so I'll hand it over to Soham Khan.
So as you said, it's a mobile click. Okay. While you're clicking through a mobile, always you should do one thing: tap on the screen and lock the focus first. That is a thing which is messed over here because you can see the whole sky is blown out, completely overexposed. Okay. The foreground is properly exposed, but the background is overexposed. There is no details left in the sky. In this scenario, what you can do is either turn on the HDR mode of your camera and then shoot. Otherwise, you have that option called like autofocus lock. You tap on the screen, adjust the brightness accordingly, then click, and after that, while post processing, you just take out the shadows from the foreground. So yeah, the reflection, the composition rule, everything is fine over here. And, if the sky was more bright, like properly exposed, then would have appealed me much more. Other than that, I have another question: how your photo is like related to the theme of the contest for the competition? Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. How this photo is justifying the theme of the competition?
It's the inspiration. What? It's street of India. I think.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so now we'll be taking a short break and then we'll be continuing with the other end.
Brother Shobha, mute का audio.
लगभग समय जितना ही प्राचीन,
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजला सुफला मलयज शीतला सस्यश्यामला मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्
So now we'll be going ahead with the other activities.
What? Oh, mobile.
This photo was taken by Mr. Abundance Marwin from Southwest Khasi Hills from Shillong College. So I'll hand over the
Before I start, my humble request to the judges is to give me a sign if my voice is not audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Greetings to you all, and thank you for giving us this wonderful opportunity. My name is Abundant Marwin, currently doing my bachelor's in English honors at Shillong College. The photo that was taken was shot on A7 and A7 Mark III with a 50mm f1.8 prime lens. Apart from being a portrait, I don't really know much about compositions as I was new to the game. But this shot just, I just felt it, and it describes part of my thoughts. So this photo was taken back at my hometown, Malangwir Maukrowat, Southwest Khasi Hills district. And what inspired me to take the photo was the day when I was out for a stroll with my sister. And so I noticed the greenery and the innocence that was glooming from my sister's face. So I find a kind of relation between the two. And that's how I came up with the concept. So the elaborated meaning of the concept is about the beauty or the vibrancy that was once prevalent among the people of Meghalaya, comparing to that of the lushy green and lively environment that was slowly deteriorating day by day. So in relation towards the theme given, that is about independence, I'm taking a step further to not only indicate about the freedom we celebrate on the 15th of this month, but to also self-introspect and freed ourselves from this materialistic mindset that disregards value that was once built on ethical guidelines, hence indicating the vibrancy that was once prevalent in the beautiful mountains and valleys of Meghalaya. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
That's a wonderful description you gave there, Mr. Abundance Marwin. So I like your photograph, and as you said, you're new to the photography, so you didn't follow any rules. But in photography, you don't need to follow any rules. There are no such rules as such. You just use the rules to help better your photographs. So I'll hand it over to.
Yeah. So talking about rules, yeah, it's not always necessary to follow a rule. Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. Apart from that, this photo is really good. The editing, the color balance is really great. Overall, I love the photo, and the lens you chose was really great. Like, I also love the choice of lens for this shot.
Thank you,
So
sir.
yeah, this photo is really good.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll move on to the next contestant. So this photo was taken by Ongsa Mlong L from Martin Luther Christian University. So I'll hand it over to you.
Yes, hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, sir.
Okay, this photo was taken in Lamukra, and it was the point where the beat house was, and like where like you can go towards like Mukra. I took this photo while I was waiting for a cab. Like I wanted to do street photography, and I was very new into that. So like okay, that like the traffic was like quite heavy at the time, and I saw a cyclist like passed by, and like I thought maybe if I could capture him going into the light, maybe I would create something out of it. So like I think my composition could have been better, but I tried with what I have. I use this Canon M50 Mark II with a 50mm 1.8 prime lens. And the story, like what I was going for in this picture was like I wanted to inspire like some sort of hope or something. That was the theme I was going for. Because like there was a truck coming in front of the cycle and looked like the sun was setting. So like it can be a bit poetic to say that like he was like driving towards the sunset, or something like that.
Thank you. So I think it's a good concept that you have here. Only thing I would say is you could have positioned your angles better, as well as the focus of the photograph is it's a bit off. It's okay, but it's a bit off. So if you had nailed those parts, it would have been even more better than it already is. So I'll hand it over to the judges.
So yeah, photograph is really good. Okay, but you have
thank you,
too
sir.
much of foreground.
Okay.
Crop the photo to the half. Okay,
Okay.
too much.
Okay.
This foreground is not necessary at all. Just crop it till the shadows are formed. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and the frame is a bit. It's not straight, so make it a bit straight also. Apart from it,
Okay.
this photo is great. And one thing,
Okay.
if you would have added a bit more sky rather than taking so much of this street, this photo has been exceptionally great.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's all from my side.
Go on to the next question. So this picture was taken by Mr. Jason Wala from East Khasi Hills.
So, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Good afternoon, and my name is Jason Walang, and I'm currently doing my class 12. And I shot this photo in my house's compound. And what I wanted to signify from this photo is that India should no more know about poverty. That poverty should be abolished, and so that person there, which signifies poverty, should be mm, not to be known anymore by the country. And those highlights over there in the photo, which is the green and the oranges, signifies the country. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. I like the concept of your photo. I'll hand it over to the judge.
Yeah, so see, the thing which is bothering me is that the frame, your shoulder is cut out, it's not seen properly. Again, your feet are not visible. Okay, so if you're clicking a self-portrait, whichever holds focus on your body, you have to show the the whole body. Okay, this is very like these are called silly mistakes in photography composition. So keep this in mind. Everything is fine, everything, the lighting, the color tone, I loved it, but this thing is bothering me a lot. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
just keep this in check when you are shooting for next time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go over to the next contestant. So this photograph was taken by Mr. Rainywell Rantathiang from East Khasi Hills from Sunat College, Shillong. So I'll hand it over to you.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
My name and my place address as already mentioned up there. So talking straightly about my picture is I've taken the picture months ago. It was on the 5th May 2021. It was on Mount Sunram, Pomlum. As we all know that Mount Sunram is holding the first position on wettest place on Earth. So the photo is inspired me first. It also reminds how beautiful Meghalaya is and makes me wonder that this place will lead me and makes me proud that Meghalaya is something else, talking about the natures. And that's make me more comfortable competing with this photo, sir. My equipment for this photo I'm using my Nikon 5 D5600 with a shutter speed 100, focal length 3.5, and ISO 100 with my prime lens.
Hello, sir. I cannot hear you. So, can you repeat what you said?
Sorry, sir. Can you
I
hear me,
think
sir?
he might have connectivity issues. So we'll just go ahead. So I think the photograph is quite excellent, and I like the fact that there is some foreground elements, and I like the composition of the photo very much. So I don't have any criticisms actually. The only thing I would say is you could have maybe used a higher f-stop so that the image would be even more clear. I'll hand it over to Mr. Scoop.
Yeah. So as Ame said, you might have used a bit higher f-stop. Okay. So the whole frame would have been in proper focus. Apart from that, the lighting, everything is on point. Okay. But I personally feel the saturation of yellow and green is like a bit higher. Okay. Just reduce a bit. It would make this photo turn out good. And if you know how to use sky replacements and how you can add sun rays additionally to Photoshop, so you can add them also. Apart from that, as this photo is, it's good.
Thank you very much, sir.
So we'll move on to the next photograph. So this was taken by Mr. Rakesh C.H. Saha from West Garo Hills from Don Bosco College, Tura. So I'll hand it over to you. Hello, Mr. Rakesh, are you there? I think he's not here. So we'll have okay, so Soham can give his feedback on the photo.
If you ask me feedback, then this is not a photo which you should edit in black and white, because you have green portion, you have blue portion. There's also a bird I can see in the sky. Okay, the wrong choice to edit it in a black and white. That I will say. The framing is really nice. It also, the man also comes out under role of third, is properly placed. Everything is composition is fine, everything is fine, but this editing is bothering me a lot. This is not a photo you should edit in black and white. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I agree with that. I think the composition is quite good, and yeah, there's no other thing that it could have been better if it wasn't black and white. We will move on to the next photo. So this photo was taken by Ms. Nafi Bansira Malbo from East Khasi Hills from St. Anthony's College. So
Sorry. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nafi Bandrisa. I'm still doing my sixth semester exam from Mass Media Department, Anthony's College. This picture I took quite a long time back. It was in Smith. I was going through this place in Smith. Then, as I was passing by, I saw these kids, they were playing. So I got down from my car. I took out my camera. I was having a conversation with these kids around there. And then the boy here in this picture, as soon as he saw his mother coming back home, he took his younger sister. He went to his mom. He took the stuffs from his mother's hand and he went with his mom. Like I could see the bonding between the mother and the child. It was like really, really nice. So I took this shot that moment. So that's what I have to say.
That's a wonderful story. And I like the photo. It has a story and even the visuals are good. So I'll hand it over to Usman.
Yeah, I really love the story. Okay, the color tone, the split toning is really great. I love the editing also. I really have nothing to add. Okay, like this photo is on point. Like everything is perfect. The space, the management, and it have really multiple emotions, multiple stories to tell. So I have nothing to add, nothing to say. Overall, it's really great photo. Really great photo.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we'll be going over to the next participant. So this was taken by Mr. Misonwell Rampam from East Castle Hills. And I have to know that this was taken with a smartphone camera, but it looks really good. So I'll hand it over to you. Mr. Misonwell, are you there?
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, yes. Okay. Yes. Can you position your mic nearer because it's a bit low, the volume?
For I took when when I was with
Mr. Misonwell,
hello.
sorry to intervene, but we can't hear you. We're just hearing murmurs. Can you adjust your microphone and let's try your voice check again? Because it'll be very sad and it won't be justifiable to you if we do not hear your presentation in a very good manner. So can you just say hello again? Miss Onwell, say something. You've muted yourself. You've muted yourself. Miss Onwell, you've muted yourself. You're trying to speak, but you've muted yourself. Okay, say something now. Okay, hold your microphone near your mouth.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, just hold it there and speak because your microphone is too far from you and we can't hear what you're trying to say. Okay, now speak.
Okay, I took this picture when early in the morning. But when I took this picture, I was with a pail of water at that time. This place, Nongchrong village, is 50 kilometers away from Shillong. So, we have been brought up with this kind of life right when we are very young. And then we are taught to be kind, to be hardworking, and then to be happy with what we have. And what inspired me the most was this morning cloud, which we can be seen only like 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. This photo is a couple of times, like life itself. And then I try to capture this picture because I want to preserve for the generation to come now. We might not have
this kind of life in the generation to come. We take this as a blessing, no, that Mother Nature has given to us. And then when I took the picture, I on the HDR mode and the line for better angle. Thank you so much. That's all. So do you have any question from me?
Yes, so I don't have any questions, but I love your photograph actually. And I love the tone of the sky, and I love the foreground element. It tells us a story. And I love the location as well. That's all I have to say from my side. So I'll hand it over.
I have nothing to add, okay, because this photo is also like a great landscape shot together with multiple emotions over there. So photo is completely balanced. The foreground, the background, everything is balanced. Even he said he turned on the HDR also, so it's quite clear that his concept and basics of photography is also clear. So nothing else I need to add over here. I like the photo.
Sir.
It'll be the same for me. I think so. This is what you call a right shot at the right moment. So it's a very beautiful shot. It's not well. And I would say this is one of the best shots, the few best shots that I've seen throughout today. So very good and well done.
We will be moving on to the next photograph. So this photograph was taken by Mr. Linus Nongri from East Khasi Hills, and he studies in Tura Polytechnic. So I'll hand it over to you. Mr. Linus Nongri, are you there? Is there? You're there in the meeting, so
Yes, sir. Can you hear
over to
me?
sir. Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So as you know, my name is Linus Nongri. I study at Tura Polytechnic. So I shot this photo on 25 July when I received this contest, this photo contest. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, the story about this photo, I'll tell you when I always go here and there, I sometimes saw big trees. I saw people cutting big trees. I feel sad. For example, I don't want to mention, but I mentioned here now. For example, in 7 Miles, they cut big trees. When I saw, my heart touched me. I feeling hopeless. I feel pain. So I shot this photo as example to give an inspire and a big message and a big aware for all people living in Meghalaya that the trees is the best and can save us alive and can save us alive by taking carbon dioxide and giving us fresh air or oxygen. But not only that, no, not only that, because when we planting trees, it reduce the soil from drought, and also from harmful gases. That means we can breathe air freely. That's much.
Okay, so it's a wonderful message that you gave. The only question I have is, can you tell us the significance of the mask in the photograph?
Yes, sir. I have some solution. That means when we planted trees, as we know that trees take carbon dioxide and giving us fresh air. As we know, we can breathe air freely, but means when we cut trees, we have to put on the mask. But when we save trees, we have to. That means no need mask. We can breathe air freely. As for example, this time this COVID-19, who might know that this disease, this COVID-19 disease, might be from the harmful gases from if the trees, we have a lot of trees, that means the trees take this disease more away and giving us fresh air so that we can breathe freely without mask. Only that much, sir.
Thank you, sir. So I'll hand it over to Sohan.
Yeah, can you tell me how is this photo justifying the theme of the competition?
Sorry, sir.
Can you tell me how your photograph is justifying with the theme of the competition?
I hear you, sir.
Am I audible?
Hello.
Yes, you're
I'm asking how your photograph is going with the theme of the competition. I think he not lost his connection.
Just want to inspire people in Meghalaya, but that we need to save trees.
Okay, I got it. So am I next to other judges?
Fine.
I can hear you properly, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you now, Linus, and I hope you can hear me. So
Yes, sir.
the picture is good. It could be better, and I think it lacks a lot of things to me, even though there's a story to it. But your explanation, I'm sorry to tell you that, okay, if it's your belief, but I can't connect trees with corona, and they're two separate things altogether. No doubt, pollution is one thing, and yes, in Delhi, maybe in the northern states of India, we do need a master breed. Yes, pollution is one thing, but I do disagree with you at some points. I needed to clarify that. But you could have done better with the picture. It's very symbolic of the Chippo and Apicpo movement, and I like it. So it would have been better, and just the part of corona is where I don't agree with it. That's one of the parts. Over to you.
Sorry, sir.
So I'll move on to the next entry. So now we'll be going over to the photo story entries. So this photograph was taken by Mr. Justin Thaba from East Council Hills, studying in Women's College. So I'll hand it over to you, Mr.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Yes, you're audible.
My name is Justin Thaba. I'm 20 years old and currently doing my bachelor's in St. Edmund's College here in Shillong. As far as for the competition, I submitted a photo story titled Isolation. And through these photos, I essentially wanted to depict the isolated state of the people and the shops of Shillong, Meghalaya during the COVID-19 pandemic. These shots were taken at Lai Mukra at around 3 to 4 p.m. During the golden hour. And for anyone who has been in Shillong, know that this area is generally very crowded, especially during those hours. But since this was taken during the midst of the pandemic, the scene was quite different. In photo one, I managed to capture a lone passerby walking along a crosswalk. Isolating the subject in such a manner shows that an area that would normally be teeming with life is now desolated with only a few passerby walking along the path. In photo two, I wanted to capture and show how even the shops of Shillong are affected because of the pandemic. As you can see, the only shop that's open is the pharmacy, with all the neighboring shops around it are being closed. I believe this really shows the isolated nature of the shops here in Shillong. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Justin. So I have to say I love this photo story, and I especially like the first photograph. I like the elements of photo, these white zoom things and the shadows, as well as the mysterious nature of the man walking by. And I think the second photo also highlights the nature of how it has been during this life has been during the pandemic. And so it has a message as well as it was well edited. So I'll hand over to Mr. Song.
Yeah, if I talk about the photo story, it's a great photo. Like I love the story behind it. Okay, and secondly, it's a perfect capture. Okay, both of these photos are complete perfect capture. Apart from this, I have nothing to add because it's completely on point. There's nothing worth saying over here. Okay, these two photos are properly perfect, properly perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'll move on to the next contestant. So this photo story was taken by Frankie Nosate from Ripoy district. So from MLCU, so I'll hand it over to you.
Yes, hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Actually, I couldn't see the screen which you're sharing. I don't know. There's some technical problem. I cannot see the picture, the photos. Hello.
Okay, so I think everyone else is seeing it. Am I correct?
Pardon?
So everyone else is seeing it.
Okay, Mr. Frankie, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you can't see the photo appearing in your mobile. You're using a mobile phone, I believe.
Yes, yes. I'm using mobile phone.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can
I'll
see.
just explain the photo to you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can see it now?
Yeah, I can see it
Okay,
now.
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi everyone, and see, as I've mentioned, my name is Frankie Nongse, and I'm from Ripoy district, and I'm actually not a very I'm not from the media background or has a knowledge on camera videography, but then I happen to have the passion and the love of taking pictures, photography. So, and I happen to came across one of the village in Ripoy district, which you have seen 3 pictures which has shared with you, and this is from one of the festival in Ripoy district, which is not very common. No one have ever heard of this festival also, I think. It is known as the Jabulo festival. The name Jabulo festival, the Jabulo means the masked man. Jabulo means the masked man. So this festival is only means common in 1 or 2 village. And then this one has been taken, this picture has been taken in one of the very remote village in Ripoy district, known as the Nong Songu village. Sorry. And this particular festival is it's been done, has been celebrated for a very long time. And its significant is that these the people over there, they used to celebrate this festival every year in the month of January. And these people wearing these type of masks would go door to door and then collect gifts, which would be in kind or cash. And then after that, they would come in one place, that is in a football field, and perform different types of say games and all. As you have seen in the picture, there's a photo of one girl and one adult male. This is one game that they play, one of the game that they play in the football field, where there is a money at the top of that bamboo, and they would apply oil in that bamboo, and anyone climbing that bamboo and reach the top, they would get the 500 note rupees, which they keep there. And you can see that that celebration, that happiness, you can see that these people are having a lot of fun. And after that, the people would have, you know, a meal or a kind of a picnic in that football field, which they share, I mean, through donations and gifts. And they would have, with all the people from the village, they would have food together, a feast together in that place. And this is important. And this festival, if you go back to the story of this festival, is that people in those days, these people wearing masks are actually poor people who doesn't have, say they are poor people who doesn't have their own say a field to walk, so they don't have say what to say labor, they don't have job, and so therefore they would go door to door to collect gifts, and these people would donate them something, so that when they reach, they would say they would separate, or they would share all those gifts which they get from the people. And they would not show their face to the people, because they don't want people to know that they are the one who are going, who are collecting all those gifts and cashes. And even now also they're doing the same thing. And because the pandemic, this cannot be done anymore, as this picture also was taken before the pandemic. And I hope so, and I wish that this I've taken these pictures and I've shared it with you with the Department of Arts and Culture, as my aim objective would be like people to know this type of culture also exists in Ribhoi district, and which is not common. Few people know about this, and I wish that everyone would know about this festival and would come down to Ribhoi district or to Nong Songu village to see this beautiful culture had been taking place there one day after the pandemic, maybe. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Yes, I think you've done a wonderful job of highlighting this part of the culture in Meghalaya. I don't think many of us know of this festival. And so it's a wonderful thing that you took pictures of this festival. I really like the third picture especially. So I'll have it open to Mr. Spur.
Yeah, first thing, I really love the story you like. I really love the thing you said about the festival, and in future, if I get opportunity, I would like to witness this festival. And apart from that, if I talk about the photography part, then the first photo, I will again say that the hands are cut out, the feet are cut out of the frame. So if you have stepped a few, like went a few steps back and then click the photo, this photo would have a different meaning then. Again, the second photo, the photo is a bit tilted, it's not straight. And the third photo is really nice. Okay. So, and the story you want to tell is quite evident through these three frames. So yeah, I really liked it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Soham. Mr. Frankie, as you said, we would definitely take it up with the concerned department, Department of Arts and Culture, the same as you have requested. The other thing is, the story is great, and I really love the way that you've been able to portray a festival very less known in even in Meghalaya itself. This festival is very less known, and you've taken efforts to showcase this. But yes, some of the pictures could have been better. But I believe it's a festival and it's on the go picture. So you've done very well, exceptionally well. And definitely we'll be able to connect with you and talk more about the festival, and we can actually do something about this here. Is that okay, Mr. Frankie?
Yes, yes, sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Frankie. Over to you.
We'll move on to the next contestant. So this photo story was by Kutik Group from East Casinas from St. Anthony's College, Shillong. So I'll hand it over to you.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, miss.
Okay, so this photo. Sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. My name is Kupe Prome. I'm from Nagaland. And I'm from St. Anthony's College, Shillong, from Mass Media Department. So this photo was taken earlier this year after I came back from my hometown. After everything resumed, this photo, this was taken in Laimukram. So actually my only intention of taking this photo was to capture the fresh, different emotions. Like while everything resumed, we were all trying to adjust to this new normal. So which is why I wanted to capture some of the street photos in Laimuk. And yeah, that's what I wanted to display mainly.
Thank you, Miss Ekram. So I like your photo story and I like the black and white theme that you have chosen for this photo story. You show the different emotions of all the people and it's quite good. So I'll hand it over to Mr. Sultan.
So the photos. Like, can you tell me again what is the story you're trying to explain through these 3 photos?
Oh the thing is, all I wanted was to capture different emotions of the streets while in the meantime, while we were all trying to adjust to the new normal, or like after an unusual long break that we all had to face. So which is why just that's all I wanted to capture.
Yeah, in that perspective, the photos are really good. Okay. And yeah, the photos are good as but like you are doing a photojournalism over here, you are not looking into the aesthetic part. So in that point, these photos are perfect.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll move on to the next entry. So this photo story was taken by Arlen Karsien from Pistas Hills from Northeastern Hill University. So I'll hand it over to you.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're
Hello.
audible. Yes, you're audible, miss.
So these pictures were taken on the month of May, and my name is Harlan Kharshie. I'm from Northeastern Hill University, and I'm currently pursuing my law degree from Northeastern Hill University. So this is my first time ever taking part in a photography competition. So I just wanted to give my best. And these pictures were taken in Mau Kasiang, Mau Diang Diang near Nigrim site. And in the first picture, you can see that there's a dainty hut where the putharo is prepared. And you can also see the thlong. So early in the morning, these pictures were taken. And they pound the rice in the traditional thlong. And you can see that in the hut, there's only the means of cooking is with the firewood. So you can see that it is very dim and smoky interior. The second picture, then we can see that the woman is pouring the mixture into the pots, which are traditionally and specifically made for the purpose of making putharo. In the third picture, you can see that there are stacks of the putharo which have been cooked by the women to be sold later in the day. The title of my photo story is Kajing Yaisha Kalariti Hakarukomshet Putharo, which means preservance of the traditional preparation of the putharo, which is belovedly loved in the state of Meghalaya. Through these pictures, I want to share a story of how the local cuisine has been preserved and in the challenges where there have been, like challenges with the fast food industry, challenges with the fast pace where people don't even think about the traditional putharo nowadays. They only think about chow mein and momos. So that is what I wanted to depict. Further, I would also want to show and showcase that the Khasi woman goes out for work early in the morning in this dainty hut so that she is being able to sustain her family, especially considering the fact that the state has just started to reel from the second wave of COVID-19. So the last thing that I want to share with you all is that there are many stories of perseverance in our state. And I feel that the hard work of the underprivileged to make their ends meet is what truly inspires Meghalaya. And that is also the theme which I chose, Inspiring Meghalaya. Thank you, Bleshibuan.
Thank you, Ms. Harlan Kashi. So I love these photos, and I especially love the message of the photo story that you are trying to convey. So you do a good job of conveying and preserving, showing us like the process of how photos are made. So I like the message and I like the photographs as well. So I'll hand it over to someone.
Yeah, so first thing first, you say this is your first time competing in a photography competition, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so see, photo story is a thing when which you should upload or give for a competition when you have at least 10 or 12 competitions experience. Okay, like
All right.
yeah, when I was looking into this photograph, there is a missing link. Okay, there is completely a missing link, and moreover, I am a complete professional food photographer. I
Yes,
used
sir.
to shoot food stories only. So when I see this photo, I see a complete missing link over here. Like,
All right.
you can't justify a food story in a 3 frame. You at least need 5 to 6 frames for that. So photos are good. Okay, photos are good, but I am telling you, choice wasn't that good. If
All
you
right.
have uploaded or if you had gone for a single photo, then
Huh.
it would have been better, because
All
the
right.
last photo, the third photo with the food over there and she's cooking, okay,
Yeah.
that photo have a story in itself only. If you would have submit that photo only, I would have considered it better in a different way. But now
All
it's
right.
in a frame, it's in a story, and I am having a complete like break in between. I can't link up the story over here. So I will say that this wasn't a wise choice for you. The photos are good, okay, but the choice isn't that good for you. So I will tell you from next time, at least go for, like, when you're competing, go for single photos. After that, when you have gathered a proper experience, what goes on into a photography competition, then you go for a photo story. That will be
All
better.
right. All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your suggestion.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll be going over to the next entry. This is the entry by Mr. Darren. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
so my,
So I'll give
my
the
name
floor over to you.
my name is Darren Ummi. So I live in Maulai. So what I wanted to portray in this photo story was how the pandemic has greatly affected us all. Like, so, you can see the busy lakes of the busy streets of Watts Lake and all those streets, and even Watts Lake, which is filled with people and all. It's now it's a very quiet place, and it's like in solitude with nature, and that's all to my story.
Yeah, I like the photos, and I think we took the photos in a well-known location. Most of us know where this is. So I'll hand it over to Mr. Swain.
Yeah, again, I will say that a wrong choice for a photo story. If you would have uploaded a single photo justifying this thing, it was enough. 3 photos means photo 1, story start, photo 2, story, main part of the story, photo 3, a conclusion of the story, photo story. Here I have no conclusion, no starting point. Every photograph is justifying the same thing only. So if you'd have uploaded these photos single, like individually, then would have been a better choice. Okay, editing is good, framing is good, everything is good, but again the choice was wrong.
Okay.
All the three photos are good, everything is on point, editing, composition, everything, but this is not a thing you should upload for photo story.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the feedback.
We will be moving on to the next entry then. So I think this might be the last entry. So this entry was made by Mr. Podor Lindortran from East Hills. So I'll hand it over. Hello, Mr. Podor, are you there? Hello, sir.
Hello. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. About this photo, I have really do and photo stories about the topic of this is the struggle of the marginalized citizens. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, the topic of this is the struggle of the marginalized citizens. So here the story is about a local and the migrant people struggling during the COVID-19. And it also talk about the effect and the loss of the people, especially in renting a shop. They have been lost the shop because of the, the owners have been asking for the rent. So under third picture, you can see there is these stalls which they have built by themselves and with the permission from the local headman. And with that, we have another one is a woman. Okay, that is the struggle of the the struggle of the single mother. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
we can hear you. Continue.
Yeah, you're audible.
Continue.
Okay, and the woman about the woman is a struggle of the single woman. And also with these photos, you can see about how the people are following the government protocols. At the same time, they have been giving a vaccination. So that I can say the story of this, how it related to this competition is about how we are fighting together as a citizens to give a vaccine. That is the theme of this, that we can be freedom from the COVID-19 pandemic. That's all that I can say.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I like your explanation and what's the meaning to it. As for the photographs, they're a bit out of focus, I would say. And the lighting could be better, as well as the composition. But I really like the story as well as the message that the photos hold. So I'll hand it over to Mr. Sultan.
Yeah, so the story is good. I love the story. And again, coming down to photo stories, you don't need to think much about the aesthetics, the settings. Photo story is basically photojournalism. So it's just like you click the photo, if the photo is justifying the story, that's good enough. And here, even though I can see there are focus issues and all that, but it's fine. I can see the story over here. It's quite evident to me. So they're really nice, and I really love that you chose the black and white theme, which is also a great thing for photo stories. So yeah, these are really nice entries.
Okay, so before we close the program, Mr. Rakesh Saha has texted me and requested me to give him a chance to explain his story again since his network was bad, so I'll let him do that. So, Mr. Rakesh, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Am I audible? Hello.
Audible. Yes, you're
Yeah,
audible.
you're audible. You're audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rakesh Shah, and I'm a student of Don Bosco College, Tura. And I clicked this picture near a small village, which is known as Rajawala in West Ghats district of Meghalaya. And I kept this picture in the theme Inspiring Meghalaya because for me, this photo is inspiration. If we talk about inspiration, inspiration can be found in every street of Meghalaya and every part of Meghalaya. If we talk about inspiration, the farmers, the fishermen, the laborers of Meghalaya, they are inspiration. Their hard work, their patience are inspiration to us. So I kept this photo in the theme Inspiring Meghalaya.
Okay, so earlier we had already given our opinions on the photo, and as Mr. Soham said, the photo could have been better if it was color instead of black and white. So I'll hand it over to Soham and the other judges if
Yeah.
they have queries about it.
So this photograph composition, everything is really nice. Okay, but if it was a color photo, it would have been more appealing than it's right now. This is not a photo you should go for black and white editing. Like landscapes, if you're going for black and white editing, you have to spend like hours on the editing part. Okay, it's a hectic process. It's called fine arts photography if you're doing it. You can also turn this into a black and white photograph, but the editing is very hectic process, and this tone is not going with the theme or with the photograph only. So if you would have done it in colors, color format, then I would have considered it a really nice photo. Okay,
So
so
I
keep these
kept it in
things in
grayscale
mind.
because the background was totally green, and the greenery was more attractive than the subject. So I kept it on
See,
grayscale.
you can always reduce the saturation of the luminance of the green color from Lightroom mobile app also. So
Yes,
it's an option. I can understand that thing only. From the photo, I can judge it only that there is a lot of green. That's why we went for this. But you had the option to change the hue or the color contrast of the green color particularly. That was like far better option than turning it into a complete black and white photo. Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming to a close to the competition. So all your photographs are nice, and congratulations to everyone who participated in the competition. Now I'll hand it over to Mr. Mishwar.
A very good afternoon to all of you present here today and all of the participants of the India at 75 Photography Competition 2021. At the onset, I must say a very big congratulations to each of you, all of the participants. We've received more than 70 entries in the photograph competition. We had to shortlist 25 best entries, the top 25, and we are having the judging of the same today. The India at 75 competition is a competition conducted all over India under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which is a celebration of being an Indian, of understanding the values of having this freedom that we have today. We are in a very hard time today with the coronavirus pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic as we know it, where everything has come to a standstill. And yet I am so happy that we have got so many registrations in all of the competitions. A total of more than 600 entries have come in all of the 9 competitions we've conducted. That is a testimony to itself that young people today are ready to rise to the challenge to go virtual if needed. And especially photography, I must understand that you need to go outside to take photographs. And each of you have taken this initiative, have rise to the occasion and taken such beautiful photographs. I must say all of the 70 entries are really good entries, and it was a very difficult time for us to even decide the top 25. And now for us to decide the winners, it would be a bigger challenge. I think so for Soham, the team from Mr. Hami, who is the coordinator of the photographic competition, to the experts from the Department of Arts and Culture, it shall be a very difficult task of choosing the winners of the photographic competition. But as we all know, each competition must have a winner, and we have to decide. But at the end of the day, each of you have become winners, and each of you have dared to step out of your comfort zone. Some of you have mentioned that this might be your first time taking part in competitions as in a photography competition. I congratulate you and I encourage you to take part in more competitions ahead. Meghalaya MUN as well as the Department of Arts and Culture and other departments, we do conduct a lot of competitions for the young people of Meghalaya. And you must step up to the occasion. You must take these opportunities that come to you. At the end of this, I'd like to congratulate personally to the coordinator, Mr. Hame, for doing this competition and conducting in a very brilliant way. I will also congratulate the team members of the Meghalaya MUN for all of their time, all of their efforts to make this competition great. And I'd also like to thank Commissioner Secretary of the Department of Arts and Culture for this opportunity of collaboration to make this event a success. I also invite each of you on one of the challenges given by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, that is the Rashtragan, or you have to record yourself singing a national anthem. I invite each of you to follow us and we will tell you and we will explain the procedure of how to upload yourself singing a national anthem. We are planning to get more than 500 entries from the state of Meghalaya singing a national anthem on the virtual level. So I invite each of you and also invite each of you to the various competitions that will be streamed live. You can watch it online. We're having a lot more competitions coming in this week and to also join us when we declare the results on Independence Day. A big congratulations to all of you. Take care, stay safe. And if you are eligible for vaccination, get vaccinated at the earliest. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Over to you.
So this is the close of the competition. So before we go, I'll just play the national anthem and you can sing along to the national anthem.
I would like to request all of the members to stand up for the national anthem as it is being played. And also those joining us through Facebook to stand up with us as we join in singing the national anthem.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे